the highly anticipated main event of Detention.
Stu Grayson, yeah.
What a matchup it's going to be, too, Dr. Bob. Definitely a great opportunity for young Dynamite Dylan Davis to compete against AEW's Stu Grayson.
And here, going by that Moondog moniker, he has embraced the craziness of his style, of his background here from the Maritimes. And he's coming here to prove a point. I know he was the heavy underdog of tonight. That's not, that's not a slight against him. It's just showing how great a competitor Stu Grayson is. But he's here to match him up. Physicality, speed, violence, everything.
And that, Stu
Overhead.
No regard whatsoever for his opponent's offense. Grabs a hold of Davis and just upchucks him.
I would call that a belly-to-belly, but that was my throat.
I've known Dylan Davis quite a number of years, Dr. Bob. He is more than willing to compete in any match whatsoever, especially a match like this that Seaway Valley has given him to showcase what he can do against a nationally recognized competitor like Stu Grayson. And
the biggest opponent he's had to date, I would argue, especially the biggest showcase he's had outside of Maritimes. And this is his chance to prove it, a win. A win, as unlikely perhaps as it would be over somebody like Stu Grayson, would catapult him, will put his name right up there with main eventers anywhere across the country.
Gotta question this. Davis engaging Stu in the strike exchange, but able to find an opening.
It's that Pele-like kick.
Gets tossed over to the apron by Grayson. And not gonna be able to do anything as Grayson flattens him with the drop kick. And we've seen this the second time. And lands on his feet.
Well, first lands on Davis, though. And Davis just got sandwiched. You say it as if it was a flip to the outside. Oh! Look at that. Dylan Davis, now here's the advantage that he has. He's gotten the opportunity to look over hours and hours and hours worth of Stu Grayson's matches. Maybe not the same case for Grayson, and I think that's going to mean he's well scouted. He knows what's going on with any of Stu Grayson's moves. Whether he can avoid them or stop them is another thing, but at least he has a lot of homework done.
Well, we've seen that too as kind of a detriment to guys, Dr. Bob, not considering the fact that there's a lot of footage out there of their opponent. They could overlook a competitor, and that could leave a guy open for a huge upset. But Stu Grayson, we've seen it so many times, just able to manhandle opponents. I'm not going to rule out Dylan Davis getting the upset, but he's going to have to work for it as Grayson able to take him over.
Pop-up Hurricane Rana. Catches him on that one. Absolutely agreed with you, Adam B. Oh! That is gonna tear a shoulder. That wicked landing, and that's what you gotta do. Maybe somebody would call that a bit of a shortcut, attacking your opponent like that, but you gotta defend yourself, and you've gotta use what you know against the opponent. He knew Stu Grayson was going for a move like that. He's seen it hundreds of times, perhaps, and that's what you gotta do. Using the ropes to the system, that's a bit of a shortcut, actually, going for the 5 count before DQ.
And we've seen it a couple times now. Dylan Davis able to out-fox or out-moondog Stu Grayson.
Moonfox. Star Fox. Anyhow, this matchup, it's important to note, too, that both these guys earlier in their careers were known as tag team specialists. I think you've seen a lot of Dylan Davis's, perhaps, matchups over in the Maritimes as well. But as singles individuals, they've really, I want to say they've peaked. They have come into the best shapes of their careers and the best, goes for the pin, success of their careers as individuals. And Dylan Davis is going to want to continue that whole ride of momentum. A win here in the main event of Detention would absolutely mean more main events, more matches here in Seaway, and the competition is absolutely at a peak too.
Well, I spoke to this a bit earlier, Dr. Bob, is just the fact that both competitors in this match are able to play any role you need them to do. Singles, tag, multi-man, these guys will go out there and perform. But right now, the story is just how can Dylan Davis perform with Stu Grayson, a guy that we've talked about has so much national attention, so much history in the world of wrestling. So far, I'm impressed with Dylan Davis. Just a matter of, can he keep it going? Can he stay focused? Can he take advantage of these opportunities he's been given, and can he put away Stu Grayson? It's one thing to hang with the man, it's another thing to put him away.
At this point in his career, too, talking about putting him away, he was the Maritime champion. And coming against Stu Grayson did not hold the championship here in Seaway Valley, did not hold the championship that he was defending. But you know it's about pride. You know it's about their competitive spirit.
Fired up, came charging at Davis. Davis again able to maneuver in time.
Another European uppercut off the second. Not enough. You're going to have to unload a lot more than that on Stu Grayson.
Grayson in trouble, but we've seen it before. He has a few of these moments in a match where you think he's done, he's out, and he just fires up and he brings it. Is he baiting Dylan Davis into that?
Begging for that second hit. He wants more second, third, fourth, whatever the count is at this point. He wants more. You hit him hard, but he wants more. Give me more. One more, sir. In the face, he says this time.
Almost gets a rush off this. Almost gets some sick energy.
Oh, I'd say a lot of things that wrestlers do to themselves in that ring is just sick. But Stu Grayson has shown that masochism that he shows has led to a lot of success.
Grabs a hold of the wrist of Davis.
Oh!
Back and forth they're going. Looks like Grayson getting the better of it, but Davis still firing back.
Davis doesn't go down from the lariat, though. How many opponents can say they stood up to a Stu Grayson lariat? No!
Oh, finally something gave.
Well, it took him still about 3-4 shots there first.
Oh, high elevation, spun him around.
Oh, penalty kick.
Usually follows it up with this, then but got nothing but knees.
Davis showing us he has a lot left in the tank. Ripcord. Oh.
Right into the Pele. Now can he find the moonsault this time? Lands it.
Goes for the pin. That might be all, folks. Not enough. Davis has shown me, I've seen him in great matches before, but he has risen to the occasion here. He knows it's the main event. He knows the caliber of his opponent. He's reaching into another gear I don't think I've seen from him previously.
Gonna set up for the Banebreaker, Nightfall, whatever you want to call it.
And the shoulder that's been worked over so far by Davis, especially after that kick from the missed springboard, is hurting him and hurting his strength.
Almost scored the upset off the Blue Thunder. Excellent point though, Dr. Bob. That shoulder starting to work against Grayson. Went for his finisher, but gave Dylan Davis another opportunity to carry on in this matchup.
Oh, insult to injury, folks.
Taking a big risk here but able to get out of it. Showing a lot of guts. And now gets lifted up by Grayson. We've seen this before.
Amazing, and that might be it. Woo, too excited. I almost didn't even say words there.
Got out of it though, but is that the last ditch effort of Dylan Davis? Trying to use Stu's own finisher against him. If that's not the perfect example of poking the bear, I don't know what is.
And you're not just poking any bear, you're poking the scariest, most dangerous one in all the woods here.
Knee responds back with the pump kick.
Goes off the ropes. Stu still stands. He caught him and kind of stopped his momentum there.
Jumps up, spun around. Has Grayson hurt, Dr. Bob?
But Grayson's still on his feet. What an absolute maniac. Boom goes the dynamite Dylan Davis.
Will this happen? Will we see this upset? Oh, we won't yet. We won't yet. Grayson wisely going out to the apron, trying to put some distance between himself and Dylan Davis. Davis definitely has him hurt.
And the Moondog has showed us that he has a lot of bark, a lot of bite behind his bark. Is it enough? Does he need to go into some second, third, fourth gear at this point?
Struggling though.
Superplex might be it. Might be all that you need to finish off your opponent. Go make yourself famous, kid.
Not there yet. Not want to fall victim to the air.
Davis has got to move. Davis has got to move. Frost Splash, 450. Woo!
Off for the 450. Doesn't cover right away, but is the
that is it. The 450 does not get the 1, 2, 3, and he is incensed, in surprised, in shock is Stu Grayson. Adam B, what do either one of these two opponents have to do left in this matchup?
Grayson up to his feet first. We'll see from him. Miss the knee. Davis doesn't miss with his.
Short distance Busaku knee. He's really, really focused on winning it this way. Oh, I guess maybe it was a Blue Thunder and then he wanted out of there.
Covers. Grayson always knowing exactly where he is in the ring, just able to get the bottom rope.
And I do not know if that would have happened earlier in this matchup, but I think the Moondog is so past, any normal level of his exhaustion at this point. He's just pulling into a different gear, like I said, and I don't think he's looking at distance between ropes right now. He's just looking for another big move, a big shot to try to finish off his opponent.
Oh, speaking of big shots.
Pop-up knee.
Follows it up again with another knee. And here we go, Dr. Bob.
Going at him.
Knife fall is gonna signed, sealed, and delivered for Stu Grayson, but what a contest.
Seaway Valley fans, we have seen an absolute classic mayhem personified, and this whole entire show of Detention has been an absolute barn burner here. Keep on following our social media. Keep on following all of the news that comes out of Cornwall out of Seaway Valley Wrestling. Thank you for joining us. I am Dr. Bob. With me was Adam B. We love you.